Okay.
Brah.
So people want to know, what is the most important thing about starting your own business? I think the most important thing if you want to start your own business is confidence, because like you can have this like vision and all these plans and like do everything that you can, and then you could just completely dump it all in a second because you're just like, oh, this is never gonna work. Like there's so many things that I tried in the past to like make money and like be self-employed. Like I used to sell stuff on eBay and like just do crazy stuff, like my own sales stuff online to like make money, and like I would have all these ideas and all this whatever, but it would like I wouldn't believe in myself, so it never came to actually make anything of it. So I think if you like want to do something, you have to obviously believe in yourself or it's never gonna happen. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just listening.
Because you could have like the most elaborate like dream and vision, you could, but if you don't believe in yourself and you don't have confidence, it's never gonna happen.
I would say the most important thing that drives your confidence, and like this is almost contradictory to what she's saying, the thing that really drives your confidence and drives your belief in yourself is how articulated and well versed your vision is and how much like in detail it is. So like in a previous vlog, I talked about how we created like our epic lives, and it was just about like setting this idea for like the type of life that we wanted to live, writing it down, visualizing it, seeing it, and then believing it and being, you know, having confidence in your vision that it's actually going to happen. And that typically happens with understanding and studying programs like personal development programs over and over and over again. So if you start to enrich your mind with the same ideas over and over and over again, constant spaced repetition of the same ideas, you really start to believe it and start to internalize it. So that's one thing that Bob Proctor talks about a lot in his DVD program Born Rich, which you can actually watch for free on YouTube now. And it's like hands down the best personal development DVD course I've ever come across. It was like shot in the early 90s. It's like a long time ago that it was shot, but it's so relevant to life, and I think it's so well done. And if you were just to sit down and watch this program for 30 minutes a day and, you know, follow the exercises and the steps and just constantly get those ideas of success and abundance and how, you know, visualization works and how our mind works, is that over time you'll just really start to believe it. And that's like tying in with that confidence. So you can get these, people can start, you know, doing these, like get a law of attraction book and they're like so excited and they read it through and they don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So it's like with this action of constant spaced repetition over and over and over again of the same ideas in your mind by following the same programs. You don't have to go out and buy a million different, you know, programs of personal development or a million different books. Find one really good one that you like and just keep practicing the ideas for like 2 or 3 months if you wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff kind of just goes hand in hand. Like, you can't really have one thing and not have the other thing and be really successful. So, like, it is kind of like the law of attraction, but I think, like, the biggest thing about the law of attraction is, like, a lot of people will just sit around and, like, dream about what they want, but they'll never actually take any action to make it happen. They'll just be, like, have all these dreams and, like, write down all this stuff that they're gonna do, and, like, they have all these plans, and, like, it's gonna be so amazing, and they, like, feel so great, but then they never do anything. And it's like, you have to actually start taking, even if it's just tiny little steps, and, like, actually starting to, like, create whatever you want to create. Because if you just, like, write about it and you just, like, dream about it and you just, like, talk about it, it's never gonna happen. So, like, action is the biggest thing, and you have to have confidence to take that action. Because, like, some people, you tell other people, people are gonna be like, that's stupid, like, you should get a real job, you should go to school, you should do this, you should do that. And it's like, half the time you don't even want to tell people, like, what your dream is, because they'll just shoot you down, and then you're like, oh, well, maybe they'll write, and then you start worrying, and then it just becomes like this ripple effect. So it's like, yeah, like, studying the law of attraction is very important, and, like, the Bob Proctor series, and, like, the book The Power by Rhonda Byrne, and, like, just all kinds of things like that. But the biggest thing that I failed with in creating anything, even, like, my body, like, losing weight, like, creating, like, getting a perfect guy, like, whatever, it was just like I was always stuck in this stagnant place, because I was always, like, worried and, like, depressed, and, like, I never took any action to make any of the shit that I wanted to come true until I actually like figured it out. Like I would sit there and I'd be like, oh, I feel so great, blah, 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 and like all this stuff, but I never took the action to like actually act upon what I wanted. So it was just like dreaming all this stuff, and then it never happened, and then I'd be like, why isn't it happening? And it's like, because you're not doing anything to make it happen.
Act on inspired ideas. So like, instead of like, when you're kind of like following the law of attraction, I guess, in a way, it's like there's always like, it's kind of like marketed as like things that's like magically happen and you don't have to do anything. And
but it's not.
But what a better thing is to think like, when you get inspired ideas and you're like, ooh, like that would be really good, I should try that, or I should do that.
Yeah.
And it just sounds like a good idea, it feels like a good idea.
And you're really inspired, and it's just like
that's what you want to be acting on.
Yeah.
So it's like, it shouldn't feel like it's the worst.
Sorry.
It shouldn't feel like it's the worst thing in the world, right? That you're like trying to rip out your teeth in order to make your dreams happen. It should feel like, it's not gonna always be like the most joyous thing, but it should not feel terrible, right? And it should be fun and exciting. And like, we just got an idea just last night, because we got this Instant Pot, to make a little recipe book for the Instant Pot, just because like, I just think that it could help a lot of people. Like, I just think of myself, right? And how I'm just very simple and minimal with things, and it's just like, boom, today, or we already came up with a list of recipes, almost 20 recipes that we could make. And I'm already working on basically the whole kind of like design of the book, and we just got the idea yesterday. So it's just like acting because it feels good, inspired, I want to do this. Let's go through with it. Tips
from the video: study the law of attraction, get the book The Power, watch the Bob Proctor series. We can put all the links below. But like, the law of attraction works like this. It's like, you have to feel gratitude for what you have now, and that's how you get in the vibration of feeling like good and feeling like amazing and all that, because you need to be in the vibration of feeling good to have anything that's good come to you. And then you have a belief, you have a dream or an idea, you have a belief, and you act upon that belief, and you start creating and you take action, and that's how it works.
And that's how you start your own business.
And you give, and then it feels good, and then it's just like this circle, and that's how it works. Like, so you need all 3 steps, and that's probably the most important part of like starting your own business, is kind of like learning the law of attraction. I would say, because it's like the biggest thing. I mean, it brought us together, it created our dream life, like it helped me lose like 60 pounds, like it's just everything, but you have to take the action. The action is so important.
Inspired action.
And you're never going to take that action unless you believe in yourself, and you're never going to believe in yourself unless you feel good right now. So it's gratitude, belief, action.
And just by watching like the programs and stuff, like watching the Bob Proctor program or reading The Power, that'll put you in a good state, in a good state of feeling. Like, it's enriching your mind with really good thoughts and really good ideas. So you're constantly putting yourself in that kind of like vibration or that mindset. Ideas will come, and then you take action on it.
Yeah.
And you should make it almost like a ritual. Like, every night before I go to bed, I listen to an audiobook. I listen to The Power, or it's another one, one of Neville Goddard's book.
I know which one you're talking about.
And it's only like 30 minutes long. It's like a couple dollars for like the audiobook, and I just listen to it because it constantly just puts my mind in a state of feeling good. And one of the best times to do it is when you're going to bed. And the other best time would probably be in the morning when you're just waking up.
Is it How to Think and Grow Rich?
No, that's another guy. It's only like 30-minute audiobook. It's great.
And like, that's what works for Derek, because that's the type of person that he is. He's very like focused and like needs that. I am like I like quiet, I like peace, I like quieting my mind and just feeling good, and that's how I do what I do. But like, some people really need like that practice and like the reassurance, and like that kind of stuff annoys me. So it's like, I have to just feel like, I think I've practiced it so much that like I know that I just have to feel good, and like I just like quiet and meditation. I would never be able to fall asleep listening to one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
Every single
Must
night.
be the sleep timer.
It's the sleep timer, which is with the Audible app. Very awesome feature. All right, so I think that's really good advice and really good tips.
Yeah.
Persistence, and keep going at it, and then you'll eventually hit it for sure. You have to. if you have that perfect vision, it will eventually come true for you.
Yeah.
It has to. All right, that's the end of this jacuzzi time. We'll answer another one, I think. Boom.